Hello, welcome to RC Video Reviews. Today we're taking the FMS 64mm Futura EDF out on its maiden flight. Before we get into the material, I want to remind you this video is sponsored by FMS, who sent me the Futura for review. I'll have affiliate links in the description if you'd like to pick up one of these jets for yourself. Thanks to FMS for sending this plane out. I'm looking forward to flying it. I hate doing this on videos to tell you there's nothing to tell you, but I mean, honest, there are 2 screws on each wing, 2 on each horizontal stabilizer, and then your wiring. That's it. Oh, and the gear, 2 little grub screws on the nose wheel. And Dave, if you can flip it over, all you do to put the main gear in is you just drop a little 90-degree into a little hole and you twist it. That's it. And it's assembled. You literally spend more time getting your radio set up than you do anything else. Oh, and the nose cone snaps on. I can tell you from a fit and finish perspective, no problems at all. I'll be flying this with a 4-cell 2650. It is balanced right on the recommended center point of the balance range, and there's my battery. I'm also flying with an EPW6 ELRS receiver, and we've got full flaps, full ailerons, no retracts on this one, and I've got a Hobby Eagle A3 Super 4 in there for stabilization. That's all I can tell you on the build recap. Let's go fly it. All right, one last control systems check before we take off. I expect the right aileron to come up, and it does. I expect the left aileron to come up, and it does. I expect to see right rudder and right nose wheel. I've got that. Now I expect to see left rudder and left nose wheel. I've got that. And I expect up elevator. There it is. And down elevator. There it is. And here's a look at the flaps. I do have a slow mix on the flaps, and I also have an elevator mix for the flaps. So there's flaps fully deployed, and there's flaps all the way up. I think it looks good. I'm going to leave the stabilizer off for the initial flight at least. Here we go.
It looks so nice. I hope it flies as nice as it looks.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think
good looking plane.
And it's light. When I was holding it a while ago, it was very light. I like that.
Low rate.
All right, low rates for takeoff. Looks like we're cleared on the runway. Here we go.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice straight rollout. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Yeah.
When that happens, immediately the anxiety goes away. Say, okay, this is going to fly great.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right about that. I'm one-handing it right now. You guys can't see it. I've got one hand on the radio. That's how fast I got comfortable with it. A little bit of a sync rate below 50%. That is remarkably nice. All right, I'm going to do some flybys for Dave. So Dave, we're going to come down low to the runway, let you get a look at her. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that.
Yep.
Very, very nice. Straight.
I figured that plane was going to fly like that.
I'm going to go into high rates.
High rate.
Oh man, yeah, that's really good. Nice axial roll. I'm going to do some of my testing real quick because we're on an EDF. You can't mess around with these too much. I think I need just a little bit of up trim, and that's about it.
2 minutes.
Yeah, all right, up line, inverted, and a little nose down there. I saw it coming down a little bit. That could be probably resolved with a little bit of movement backwards for the battery.
I got a question for you, John.
Yeah.
Would you like to trim it, the jet, as if it was a 3D plane, or would you rather this one be just a little more nose heavy so it's more stable on the landing?
Yeah, I don't mind it arcing down a little bit. So no, I'm not looking for perfectly neutral, but I also don't want to fight with it much when I'm inverted either. So
got it.
What I would say, to answer your question directly, I would say I want to get a little bit closer to neutral, but it doesn't have to be dead neutral like we do the 3D planes. So that's a good point.
Cool.
Oh yeah, nice power on the loops. Very good.
14.7 volts.
I'm at 14.7 volts already though, and I have the flight timer set for 3 minutes. So 3.5 minutes. So it does look like it's going to be about a 3 to 4 minute flyer. We'll see when we get it on the ground. But I do have an alert set up for 14.8. Look at that. Beautiful. No stabilizer either. That's just the plane, and it is a little windy out here.
Oh yeah, it's windy.
I'm going to put the stabilizer on real quick just to see.
Auto level mode.
Not auto level mode.
Stabilizer on.
All right, stabilizer's on. Gave it a little bit of gain. And I'll just bring it around. Now I've got the wind rejection mode or stabilizer on. So I'll just do a little flyby like that. Look at that, man. Really nice.
30, 29,
I don't see the wobble that you usually see on the EDFs. I see it's solid. It's just planted like a pattern plane
Yeah.
or a 3D plane. It's just planted. It's not doing the rain dance all over the place.
60,
It is very stable, remarkably stable for such a little plane on a windy day. All right, I'm going to do an approach here and see what it takes to get it on the ground.
30, 30,
Beautiful.
The nose wheel.
There you go.
All right, one more. I think we can afford one more.
7, 6, 5,
Let's try adding some takeoff flaps. I'll just add some takeoff flaps, and there's my voltage alert.
1 elapsed.
So we will get you guys numbers on the flight time in just a minute, but I'm going to say it's going to be pretty close to 3.5 to 4 minutes. All right, I've got takeoff flaps now. I'm just going to reduce the power.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, man, that's really cool.
Very nice. Yeah, I knew that was gonna
Very
be a
easy to
winner.
handle. Very, very nice. I approve. I approve.
Oh yeah.
Easy to see in the sky. Very good controllability. First maiden flight, I didn't do a whole lot, but I did do some maneuvers and they were graceful. I think with the stabilizer on, a little bit of gain, this would be a fun little plane to fly. We'll get it over on the bench and wrap this video up. I've got to tell you, this little 64mm Futura is probably the most impressive 64mm jet I've ever flown, and I've flown a handful of them. The rollout on takeoff was perfect. I didn't even need flaps. The in-air maneuverability was solid on low rates and even better on high rates. The gyro just gave it that little extra touch of stability in the wind. Okay, at about 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I came down at 3.8 volts per cell, so probably a little bit more flight time. I think you can probably get this one up to about 4.5 minutes. And remember, that was a 4S 2650. So for me, this little airplane checks all the boxes. Good ground handling, very pleasant in the sky, super easy to land. You don't even need the scissor mechanism on the main gear. All you got to do is just set it down easy and the plane will do the job. It was no problem landing this plane. I had a lot of fun with it. Thanks to FMS for sending this Futura out for review. I'll remind you I have affiliate links in the description if you'd like to pick one up for yourself. If you like this kind of content, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, subscribe and hit the bell. YouTube should recommend another video for you right about now. That's all I've got for today. Take it easy.
Yeah, if you made the landing look good, John, then it's got to land really good.
Then the plane
Oh,
has
yeah,
to be
the
good.
plane has to land very beautiful.
Amen to that.
Yeah, man.
Hey, get out there and fly something. Hello, welcome to RC Video Reviews. Today we're flying the 64mm. Hello, welcome to RC Video Reviews. Today we're taking the